Edmondson has twirled the gem to this point. This one lofted in the air to right center and deep. To the track, to the wall, reaching up. What a play! Kiki Malloy takes away a home run. Incredible catch. You see the gaudy numbers. 50 runs driven in with 14 home runs. The 1-0 is driven in the air to right field and deep down the line. Lindsay leaps up, it's gone. Danielle Gibson, one of the leaders of this team, puts the Razorbacks on the board first. It's 1-0. First game of a doubleheader for the Florida Gators tonight in the regular season's final weekend as the Gators host the Mercer Bears from KDC Presley Stadium in Gainesville. Welcome in, Kyle Crooks, three-time All-American Francesca Ney. So glad that you can join us here today. Long day of softball. Gators take on the Mercer Bears and Florida Gulf Coast coming up after this one. But Francesca, Gators and the SEC regular season at 13-11. Early next week, they host the SEC tournament right here at KDC Presley Stadium. An opportunity to get the wheels turning, especially offensively here in the final weekend.
I think it's a great opportunity for
Delbray, get out of the jam. You bet. Outside corner, strike three, bases left loaded. There were no hits in the inning, an error, couple of free passes, but Delbray was sweating, but now can take a deep breath.
Yesterday.
Yeah, Arkansas had those situational swings. Gators did not yesterday. How about KB Sides at the top of the lineup? First year as a Razorback, and she has shown her presence.
Yeah, yesterday, 3 for 3, 3 doubles.
Hightower, another walk for her. It's her third of the game. Hello. I'm Kyle Crooks. That's Francesca Ney. One of us is a three-time All-American. I'll let you guess.
Not him. Not him.
That was me. Swing and a ball lifted to right field. Davis is there, makes the catch, and Florida Gulf Coast has their second win ever against the Florida Gators. First win since 2012 against Florida, and one away to cap the regular season for David DeRosa's team. There's one away. Coach Walton was talking earlier this week about that 1,000th victory, and he told a story about how when he was an assistant for Patty Gasso, gave him his first shot in the softball side of things, that he was given a VHS tape of almost a how-to, you know, everything about the intricacies of softball, because, you know, there are a lot of similarities, but there are a lot of differences, especially in how you hit, you know, slapping, all those little different small details. So gets this VHS tape from Patty Gasso, and the host of the tape teaching all of the activities was Mike Candrea on the tape. Next pitch to Gales, in for a strike. So at the end of the how-to, you know, all of the details of softball, at the end of it, there's the Mike Candrea's number is on it. So Tim Walton calls that number, has about a 45-minute conversation with Mike Candrea about making that adjustment from baseball to softball. Candrea's advice, he said, it's really not that different. The only difference is you have to be a little bit more into the relationship building side of it once you move over to softball. But you don't have to do a lot of radically different things. A swing is a swing. As Gales grounds out to second base. And Coach Walton, when he was an assistant under Patty Gasso, you know, coached the outfielders, coached the hitters, didn't have to deal with that relationship piece. That was Patty Gasso's deal. So when he finally gets his first head coaching job at Wichita State, he had to learn how to become a CEO of a program. From an assistant, learning all the tangible things of the sport, to now becoming a relationship builder. And you think of all the relationships he's built throughout the years, and you being one of the strong alums who now still comes back to the program and still has a relationship with Tim Walton.
Well, I think he's even showcasing it right now. Typically, when Florida is hitting, he's coaching third. He's down in the coach's third batter, or excuse me, the coach's box down by third base. But right now, he's elected to be in the dugout talking to his freshman pitcher, Delbray.
Yeah, hitting coach Eric Thomas right now in the third base coach's box.
It's easier for you to say.
I've seen that sometimes in the regular season. Coach Thomas will head out there, and former teammates at Oklahoma.
I absolutely love that story because it's so true. And I think one of the biggest things that sticks out for me is Coach Candrea telling Walton, you know, the swings are the same. And especially during that timeline, people thought baseball swings and softball swings were completely different and you needed to coach them differently from a mechanical perspective. But that is not true. And finally, we have all this data to back up that the swing is the same. It's the exact same, and you can coach the exact same, maybe different approaches for sure. But I think that's why you saw so much success from Coach Walton in Florida at the beginning of this helm, was because he approached every swing as if it was one.
Check swing, flare into center field, base hit for Falby. And excuse me, check swing for a base hit. And the Gators have their third hit of the game. Also credits his wife, Sam, you know, going over from teaching men to teaching women and you know, building the relationships of a female student athlete. You know, Sam, his wife, was, you know, a basketball player at the college level, so she was a big reason in why he was able to harbor relationships coming over from the men's side to the women's side, and everything that she taught him. And truly one of the best people, Sam Walton.
I mean, I can't think of a better example when the woman, the woman behind the successful man, or every successful man, there's a woman behind him, because it is extremely true. I even know for myself, when I was just not having a good sync-up day with Walton, I just wasn't sure what he was saying, Sam was always there. You know, she would always kind of put your arm around you and just say, "Oh, Fran, let me tell you something." It was just something that you always needed, and that really is a great example of what the culture is like here at Florida. It's super about family, and that family aspect, I think that's why there's so much wins too.
Falby takes off, throw down to second, well late. Another stolen base for Falby here tonight. That's her 31st of the season. Runner in scoring position now for Wallace, who's ahead 3-0.
And you go back to the single that Falby had, you know, you'd said it's an excuse me swing, but actually that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to chop it. She's trying to be short. And when we see Falby at her best, she's allowing those pitches to get in deep enough in the zone, so she just needs to focus on barrel control.
I'll tell you what, Wallace hasn't seen a whole lot to hit over the last couple weeks. Walks again, was hit by a pitch in her first at bat. Look out, Amanda Lorenz.
It looks like, I feel like Amanda was saying it's smelly, your batting glove's smelly, and Skylar was like, "Here's a better sniff for you."
And by the way, you know, Athletes Unlimited starting back up this summer. Hannah Adams of the Gators was drafted, and Amanda Lorenz was able to announce that draft pick. One of 13 current collegiate softball players to be drafted into Athletes Unlimited was Hannah Adams. So congratulations to Hannah, who's coming back from that injury. She knows we're showing her, so she's now officially in hiding.
Yeah, but you're right. It's such an amazing opportunity and huge honor to get drafted into that league. Every game's going to be broadcasted on ESPN. Yeah,
and our friend Sydney Littlejohn Watkins is playing in the shorter term season. They have a shorter season and a longer season. And they're going to have that, I believe, in San Diego. And she's doing the radio tonight for Florida. She's going to play in that league. Eccles gets underneath this to right field. Ladino over, makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Gators do get a hit in the frame. Lead 2. We're through 2. Gators a 2-run lead.